COVID cases are surging to unprecedented levels across the country, the world, here as well. We keep setting new records. But as the Omicron variant becomes more dominant, we're also learning more about it. And joining us live for a closer look is Dr. Daniel Kritzkis, the chief of the Division of Infectious Diseases at the Brigham. Dr. Kritzkis, thank you for being here.
Well, good evening, Erica and Ben. Good to be back with you.
I hope, Dr. Kritzkis, you've got some uplifting words for us, because I got to tell you, this feels like a no-win scenario here. You can't get a test. It feels like everybody has it. It seems like it's easier to get. But Dr. Anthony Fauci said there is some preliminary data that Omicron may be less severe. That's been speculated for weeks. What's your confidence level in that data at this point in this new variant?
Well, there are a couple of preprints. These are papers that have been posted online, not yet peer-reviewed, one from South Africa, one from the United Kingdom, that really do suggest that people who become infected with Omicron are significantly less likely to end up being hospitalized and to have severe disease if they're infected with Omicron. The one caveat about that is many of those people actually were reinfected and therefore may have had pre-existing immunity, but nevertheless, that's good news.
Okay, we do want to get to some questions from our viewers. They ask them every day. Mark wants to know, how long does the booster shot last? So what's the latest science here? Of course, we need to wait and see, but are you hearing anything about that?
Yeah, well, I think you're absolutely right, Erica. We really need to wait and see. We've only been boosting for the last few months, and we have to find out how long do the higher levels of neutralizing antibodies induced by the booster persist, and more importantly, how long does the protection against serious disease persist. We already knew that even without boosting, people were not getting hospitalized nearly as often if they were vaccinated, even with 2 vaccines. So with a booster, I suspect it will last for some time, but we're only going to know with time, like so much else with COVID.
We're still getting a lot of questions from people who got Johnson & Johnson for their first vaccine dose. Here's a question from Mary. She says this: I'm well over 65 years old, and the first shot I got was J&J. I had a Pfizer booster in early November. Should I, or anybody who got the J&J shot, go get a second booster, which of course, Dr. Kritzkis, would give them 3 shots instead of the current 2, because we often hear to be quote unquote fully vaccinated in this age of Omicron, you might need 3 shots. What do you say about that?
I think it's likely that eventually people who got the J&J vaccine will need 2 boosters to bring them up to the same 3 shots. It would be early now to get another booster, because if you just got boosted in November, you'd probably want to wait at least 6 months. We don't have an official recommendation yet, of course, from the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practice or from the CDC. And so I think for now I'd sit tight, but it is likely, I think, that down the road, everybody will be getting at least 3 shots.
Okay, and finally, we've been getting a number of versions of this question. With more and more people using at-home tests, is there a concern that those results aren't being tracked or reported?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think there is some concern that for those who test positive at home, those results are not being added to the tallies. I don't think they're making up a huge proportion of the positive tests. And of course, we also don't know how many people are testing negative and what the total denominator of negative tests is. But it would be better if we could track all of the results.
And Dr. Kritzkis, before you go, just I know because we're watching the hospitalization numbers so closely, this is an off-script question here. So if you could just let us know, how are things at the Brigham right now?
Well, they're on the uptick. We've been sort of at the 30 or 35 level. And then this morning, there were 48 people on the medical floors and 16 in the ICU. The good news is we have not seen a dramatic increase in people in the intensive care unit. And that's great. And I think that can be attributed to the fact that even among the breakthrough cases, those who are vaccinated are simply not getting as sick as the previously, and that it may be also the Omicron resulting in less severe disease.
Okay, Dr. Daniel Kritzkis from the Brigham, thank you as always for answering all of our questions and our viewers' questions as well.
You're very welcome. Happy New Year.
Oh, you too.
And to you.